Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day today. It was a good day for me. Uh, let's just get into what I was wearing. I went with another cheap Tom Ford $5 dupe, Black Tie Gentleman by Preferred Fragrance. Uh, I've used quite a bit of it, but I've also given probably about half of that away. People wanting to try it and stuff around here because it is very nice once they find out what I'm wearing. Oh, can I try it? Yeah, sure. We'll get into that though. Yeah, it's a dupe of Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. Now, Tobacco Vanille has notes of tobacco, vanilla, dried fruit, spices, tonka woods, and you get all that in here, but in different quantities. And I'll get into it. Real quick comparison. This has more emphasis on the sweet vanilla and spices, and the powdery tonka, almost like a spiced cola or root beer kind of smell. Um, but not overly juvenile because that tonka gives it a nice, well, enhancing the vanilla kind of vibe, gives it a nice powderyness that gives it a bit of a mature vibe. More mature, not mature. It's not a mature scent by any stretch of the word. Anybody can wear this. Age, gender, I don't care. But it just gives it more of a class than just a straight up, this is a sweet cola like fragrance, you know. Um, Whereas the Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille has a heavier emphasis on the tobacco, and it's more of a dry, slightly smoky, ashy, earthy kind of green kind of tobacco. This really doesn't have a whole lot of tobacco in it. Um, Now, Tom Ford still got that sweet cola-esque vibe, but this just emphasizes it more, where that seems to emphasize the tobacco more. At least from what I remember. I haven't had the Tom Ford in a while. Sample of it somewhere. I can't find it, but I do remember it pretty well because I love it so much that I did wear a lot of it. Um, but in the end, this is in the ballpark. It is not a perfect dupe by any stretch. Not even really that close, but it's in the ballpark, 70 to 75%. So it's its own thing at the end of the day. It's inspired by, I'd say, more than a clone of the Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. So how did I apply it today? You do have to go a little heavy with it, but not too bad. I put 3 in my moisturizer, 1 on the back of my neck, 1 on the front of my neck, 1 on the chest, shirt on, 1 in each crink of the elbow, 1 on the shirt. And just before I did the video about an hour ago, I sprayed on the back of my hand. So, boy, what a nice scent. Right away, you pick up that spiced cola root beer vibe. With the mix of vanilla and spices and dried fruits. And like I said, that tonka adding to the vanilla-esque kind of smell and giving it that powderiness, giving it a bit of a classier, more mature kind of vibe. So you don't have to be, you can still be 40 and wear it. You don't have to be 20. um, uh, it's just and that's kind of the scent from start right until the very dry down. And the dry down becomes, you still picking it. There's mostly some of the powdery tonka and some indiscernible woods, maybe a hint of musk. But yeah, it is. That's pretty much the whole scent. If you like, if you really like that aspect of the Tom Ford, or you like sweet, powdery, vanilla, cola like spice scents, you're going to like this. You'll definitely like the Tom Ford too. They're both really good. So at the end of the day, it's a sweet, spicy, vanilla, cola type scent with a powdery wood nuances with a tonka woody base. It's very nice. It's very nice. This maybe, no, not maybe, this is the best $5 preferred fragrance clone I've ever had. Not as a clone. It would probably be one of the worst, to tell you the truth, as a clone. But as its own fragrance, inspired by fragrance, this is a gorgeous fragrance. Absolutely gorgeous. Um, Compliments, compliment getter. I got 2 compliments today, and I really didn't go anywhere. My niece came over to get something, and I just put it on about an hour before, and she was like, "Oh, Wayne, I really like that one, Uncle Wayne." I say niece like she's little. She's 18 years old. She was, "Oh, I really like that one, Uncle Wayne." I said, "Well, thank you, dear." And my friend I was hanging with for a couple hours today, kind of just said the same thing. "Oh, I really like that one. That's nice." I said, "Yeah, it is." And that's that's what this does. It's a nice, classy yet playful kind of scent. It can be worn by anybody, man, woman. It is a little more masculine, does lead a little more masculine, but I don't think a woman would be too off wearing it. It might be a little too heavy on the spices for a woman, but yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Performance. Again, this is where the Tom Ford definitely destroys this. I mean, but not kills it, kills it. I shouldn't say destroy, but it does do better. Whereas the Tom Ford is a 10 plus hour scent on me. Projection is where really, because this isn't bad. I get about 7 hours out of this one. So, I mean, there's not too bad. I mean, but projection, that Tom Ford projects for a couple hours, beast. And it still gives you a huge bubble for a couple hours. And then blah, blah, blah. Well, this one, it's never beast, about an arm's length out there for about an hour. Then it comes in, gives you a smaller bubble, you know, about 8-9 inches, and you know it gives you good sillage, and now you're picking up whiffs and wafts for the next few hours, and then it becomes a skin scent. And unfortunately, one thing that most of these cheap dupes do, once they become a skin scent, that's kind of it. You get a half hour to an hour out of it, and I get about 40 minutes out of this one when it's a skin scent, and then it's gone. But still, 6-7 easy hours. And with that price, you should reapply too after 6-7 hours. Go nuts with it. I mean, why not? I like this one so much. I bought 3 more. Look, $3.50. Wasn't even $5. Wasn't even $4 with tax. Yeah. So is it worth it at $5 mark? Absolutely. Absolutely worth it. This, like I said, is my favorite cheap preferred. Probably my favorite cheap dupe clone of all time. Definitely my favorite preferred. If you can find it. And I know, guys, everybody asks me, oh, where can I get them? Where can I get them? I keep telling you, the only place I know is Canada. I don't know anywhere else. If you're not in Canada, have no friggin' idea. I'm sorry. But in Canada, in Canada, Giant Tiger, Blue Notes, Urban Planet, Dollarama, and I think you can get them at Walmart.ca. I don't know if they have them in stores. You'd have to check to make sure. But yeah, that's so. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. You'll have to just dig around on the internet. I wouldn't pay any more than $5 or $10 for it, simply because, I mean, this would be a $20 one. I'd go up as high as $20. It's like if I ever ran out and I could only get it for $20, I'd buy it again at about $15, $20. It is that good to me. But if you don't like tobacco vanille, or you don't like sweet cola, root beer, kind of spicy scents, you're not going to like it. So be warned. So anyway, guys, that's it. All right. Peace, love, be good to each other, and be good to yourselves.